Hi, it's Rudy Giuliani, and I'm on Cameo. If there's an issue of concern that you want to discuss, or a story you'd like to hear or share with me, or a greeting that I can bring to someone that would bring happiness to their day, I would be delighted to do it. It can be arranged, and we can talk through the magic of Cameo. Thank you.
Go, Rudy. Thank you. I guess Rudy's last Cameo went so well, he decided to give it another go. For an extra $50, I'll tuck in my shirt. This guy, he was a personal lawyer to the president of the United States, and now he's basically panhandling in the same place you can get a happy bat mitzvah message from Jamie Farb.
As only Seth Meyers can do, reveling in Rudy Giuliani's fall from grace and fame, he went from being the legendary prosecutor who took down the mafia to America's mayor that helped heal the nation after 9/11 to now the out-of-cash Trump loyalist making a pathetic push for some quick bucks. Joining us now to talk about this, Seth Barron, managing editor of The American Mind. He writes about all things New York, politics, and culture, joins us now. We first need to explain to some of our audience, my parents included, that Cameo is a service in which you can pay your favorite celebrity for greetings and messages, as Rudy explained. I believe Rudy charges $250. We have to double check this, but boy, this is sad.
Oh, it's absolutely sad, and I'm not going to jump on the pile of insulting someone who's essentially facing a political persecution and is being bankrupted. You know, what they're doing to Rudy Giuliani is shameful. You know, look, I'm not going to say the guy is perfect, but, you know, he's been deprived of a livelihood. So what's the guy supposed to do? When
you say deprived of a livelihood because his law license has been taken away?
His law license has been taken away, and that's clearly a, you know, look, he defended his client vigorously and aggressively. I don't see why that's...
We can all agree there's a difference between defending your client and just making things up.
Well, you know, that's a big question. I mean, that may be true, and he does have a libel suit against him from the Dominion, you know, the
right.
voting machines. But to have your law license taken away because you don't like someone's argument seems kind of extreme, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be overturned. Look, there's
you're pretty sure that he will get his law license back. I guess he could. In reality, though, Seth, he wasn't practicing law. He was sort of one of these high-powered consultants, much like you saw people who wandered around Washington and peddled influence. He wasn't sitting there doing people's wills. He can still peddle influence. He just doesn't have any influence to peddle anymore. Nobody took that away from him. He traded it away, right?
Well, that may be, but look, nobody's taking away Lawrence Tribe's law license for, you know, peddling lies about the 2016 election. You know, why is one okay, one's not? I think that it's clearly a political persecution, and I think it's frankly shameful. I mean, there are many politicians in New York who have been gunning for Giuliani for a long time. He puts to shame the current regime in New York, which has let his, you know, policing revolution totally
We've gone a long way for broken windows. Quick question, though, and I'm interested in this, as you also report on Trump World. There's been nobody more loyal to Donald Trump than Rudy Giuliani. I can attest to that personally from some of the interviews I've had with Rudy Giuliani. Trump's got $100 million in his super PAC. Is the former president helping Giuliani out or fundraising for him?
You know, I'm not exactly sure what's going on in that regard. You know, you probably have to ask Giuliani.
Yeah, we at least have not seen any merger of those two worlds in terms of the former president trying to help his former attorney. Seth, great conversation. We appreciate it. We'll be looking forward to reading your writing.
Thank you, Lou.
All right, great to see you, and we'll be right back.